Miro las luces en la distancia, sonidos de la infancia. Llego a la casa y me tiro a la cama y el ventilador cuesta creer.
Okay, now that the soup is ready, we are going to strain them. We want to remove all the little bits of skins and peels and all that from the vegetables. So I'm going to get this one here and just strain the whole thing. This is going to be a very light, smooth soup. This. And now that we have removed all the skins from the soup, we are going to put it in another clean pot to be reheated later. Nice and smooth. So the vegetables for the escalibada should be ready now. I'm just gonna get them out of the oven. I turn the oven off. And I'm gonna get them out. Yeah, they're nice and soft, you can tell just grabbing them. What we're going to do, we are just going to open up a little bit the foil to leave the steam out a little bit so we don't get burned. I don't want to lose all the liquid though, I want to keep it in there. So you have the onion, wonderful, peppers, the eggplant, nice and done too, you see, ooh, that's wonderful, and the other pepper right here. Before we peel them and cut them, I just want to leave the steam out a little bit so they cool off for a little while. Alright, so let's put our escalibada together. What I have here is I let it cool off a little bit the peppers, and I remove the head of it, and and the liquid and all the seeds from the inside, and the same thing for the peppers. And the onion here is being cooling off. What I want to do is capture that liquid. Remember that I put some butter in there, so I want to get that liquid with the onion. Okay, I'm gonna try not to get burned too much, and I'm just gonna cut it in little pieces like this across. Whoa, the whole thing. It doesn't have to be fancy. And I'm just gonna put it aside. Just cut it in pieces. There we go. Put it back in. Next thing is gonna be the green pepper. So I'm just gonna open it up like this and cut, stripes of them. Like a quarter inch thick. I like to leave the skin of the pepper in. The pepper is not so soft that the skins are just pulling apart, so they are still stick together with it. I like to leave them on, they give you a little bit bite to it. When I have it like this, I'm just going to cut it one time in half. Back to the bowl. Next pepper, the red one. And there, the same thing, I'm going to cut it in the same fashion. And one time and a half also. Yellow pepper, same thing. This pepper is smaller, so I'm just not going to cut it in half, just to keep the similar sizes. And the eggplant, at the ends, the same thing. Just going to cut it once, turn it around, turn it around. And now that all the vegetables are in, I'm just going to dress it like a salad. I'm going to get some olive oil. I'm going to put quite a bit of olive oil. Remember that the eggplant is going to get a little bit of the oil. Vinegar. and salt. And I'm gonna toss it a little bit just to mix it all together, okay? Look at the wonderful colors. Oh, and the smell of this together is wonderful. Now all the vegetables, they get to meet each other there and interchange, flavors, and it's very, very good. So the trick about this is that it needs to stand there. I mean, the best thing is to do it ahead of time. You can eat it cold or you can eat it hot, I like to do it the day before, and it's cold from the fridge, and it's wonderful. Everything is all stuck together and really, really good. So I'm just gonna leave it aside for a while. When cooking so simple foods, you need to get the best ingredients available. Buy local, support your farmers market. You can find them everywhere, in the US and in Spain. In Spain, they are permanent, every day in the same location, the same building. They're kind of different though. You can get really surprised there. We're gonna make one more thing to go with the fish. It's gonna be some Parmesan cheese chips. It's gonna be really good, very simple and very, very nice. What I have here, I'm gonna mix in a bowl. I have like a half a cup of fine grade Parmesan cheese in the dry side, okay? So I have my Spanish paprika, we know this one is a smoky flavor, and just gonna put just like a little tiny bit of this, just something like this, like less than half of a teaspoon, okay? And I'm just gonna mix it well, I'm gonna toss it. The smell of the Parmesan cheese and the paprika is already getting me here, It's really, really good. Alright, so nothing, this is very simple. I have a non-stick pan here, gonna turn the fire on. And what I like to do is I like light grease that pan, but not very much. So you can use the spray if you want, that's okay. I just use a little tiny bit of oil. Just a little bit of oil. You just wipe it with a little fish. That way it's kind of grease, but it's not oily. I don't want this thing to be oily. And don't worry, the cheese is not going to stick to it. This is going to be just fine. Okay, now this is nice and warm. I'm just going to get little pinches of cheese and put it like a little bit bigger than a quarter size. Let's make sure that they don't stick together, that they don't touching together, because it's going to be really hard to flip them over. Don't worry, they are not going to burn. You can just put them over and just wait. Remember, you don't want this thing to be very big, because you have to think that this is cheese. You don't want too much of it. Alright. And I'm just going to let it sizzle a little bit. You see the bubble is coming through. You know that they are ready when all the cheese is melted and they start getting a little brown. And then you'll be able to flip them over. You'll see. Not too soon though. If you go and you try to flip them over too soon, it's just going to get all stuck together. It's going to be like a cheese ball, and obviously you don't want that. Okay, now that they are ready, you can see that they are brown. You can get the spatula under, flip them over. Great. You have to scrape a little bit, If it doesn't come off, that's okay. Flip them over. Okay, now this is ready. I'm just going to take the heat off and just pull them up. Oh, those are wonderful. Just put it on a piece of paper there so they can cool off. Those are wonderful. They're very delicate, you don't want to handle it with care, you don't want to break them. We are going to just save it for later here.